Students, today we are going to complete the third and the last portion of chapter number 9, that is financial management. We are going to understand first what do you mean by financial risk. Now, risk means uncertainty. Now, the uncertainty whether the firm would be able to meet its payment obligations or commitments or not, that is known as financial risk. Coming to the next one, that is trading on equity. Now, we usually have a perception that not to raise the money with the help of debt rather than just use your own money. But trading on equity concept says that whenever we are using debt in our capital structure, at that time the earning per share improves, and this concept is known as trading on equity. Let us understand this particular concept with an example. A company X requires an investment of rupees 30 lakhs to earn profit before interest and tax of rupees 4 lakh. In order to raise rupees 30 lakhs, there are two proposals. ये बोल रहा है कि कंपनी X जो है उससे कम अपन को 30 लाख का इन्वेस्टमेंट करवाना है ताकि हम 4 लाख का प्रॉफिट अर्न कर सके. अब इस 30 लाख को इकट्ठा करने के लिए हमारे पास दो प्रपोजल हैं. Proposal A, in which we are raising the 30 lakh rupees with the help of issuing 3 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. Whereas in proposal B, we are raising 10 lakhs by issuing 10% debentures of rupees 10 lakhs, and the rest we are just raising with the help of issuing 2 lakh equity shares of rupees 10 each. Here, the tax rate for both the proposals is 30% only. Now, we are going to see for column A and column B. दी अर्निंग बिफोर इंटरेस्ट एंड टैक्स, दोनों में ही इन्वेस्टमेंट 30 लाख का लग रहा है और दोनों से ही हमें अर्निंग कमाने को मिल रही है, दैट इज़ योर 4 लाख एंड 4 लाख. लेस विल गोइंग टू डू द इंटरेस्ट. ओके, इट्स योर अर्निंग बिफोर इंटरेस्ट एंड टैक्स. ओके, सो बिफोर वी हैव टू मेक इट आफ्टर. So for after we have to deduct the interest out of that. In A there is no interest as we have not taken any money from that of debt. But in case of B we are going to have an interest, that is on 10% debentures we have raised for rupees 10 lakh. So 10 लाख का 10% will be 1 लाख इंटरेस्ट. अब हम देखते हैं कि हमारे पास आफ्टर इंटरेस्ट और बिफोर टैक्स कितना प्रॉफिट बचता है. प्रपोजल ए के अंदर हमारे पास 4 लाख रुपए हैं और प्रपोजल बी के अंदर हमारे पास 3 लाख रुपए हैं. लेस टैक्स रेट करेंगे आप, तो टैक्स रेट हमारी 30% है. 4 लाख का 30% इज़ 1,20,000. 3 लाख का 30% इज़ योर 90,000. Hence the net profit after interest and after taxes for proposal A is 2,80,000 and proposal B is 2,10,000. Now we are going to calculate the earning per share. Earning per share can be calculated by just using a formula, that is earning after tax upon number of shares. Now here you can see that your earning after tax for proposal A is 2,80,000 and for proposal B is 2,10,000. We are going to divide it by the number of shares. In proposal A the number of shares is 3 lakh and for proposal B it is 2 lakh. You can see that the earning per share in proposal A is 0.93 when we have not used any debt. But in case of B, when we have used a certain amount of debt, it can be your more EPS, that is your 1.05. This shows that whenever we are employing a debt in our capital structure, the earning per share increases. Now, up to what extent we must employ a debt? ऐसे तो debt लगाना बहुत अच्छा है, EPS improve होता है, तो we keep on investing debt? No. When up till the time when ROI is greater than the rate of interest, we are going to employ a debt. But as soon as when our ROI becomes lesser than that of rate of interest, at that time we stop just employing capital with the help of debt and we must raise the finance with the help of equity. Now how to calculate ROI? ROI can be calculated with the help of earning before interest upon capital employed. Now here earning, what we are earning was 4 lakh. What we was investing was your 30 lakh. Okay, so the thing is 13.33%. Now ये अपना इंटरेस्ट से ज़्यादा है, that is 10%. That is why it is having a favorable financial leverage. Okay, now this is the same question where I have done with that of unfavorable financial leverage, where the rate of debt is quite greater than that of rate of interest, and that is why it will be considered as a unfavorable financial leverage. We have done about the financial leverage. The proportion of debt in our capital structure is known as financial leverage. Whenever the percentage of debt is lesser than that of ROI, that condition would be favorable financial leverage. But whenever we are having our rate of interest greater than that of rate of investment, at that time we are going to have an unfavorable financial leverage. Coming to the next topic, that is factors affecting capital structure. Now first one, what do you mean by capital structure? Capital structure includes whether to raise the finance with the help of debt or equity. First one is your cash flow position. Now if your cash flow position is very regular and strong, at that time you can raise the finance with the help of debt, because it carries a compulsory obligation to pay principal amount along with that of the interest. But in case your cash flow position is not so regular and good, at that time you have to raise the finance with the help of equity. Coming to the next one, that is control. If you don't want dilution of control, then you must raise the finance with the help of debt. But your control considerations are not at all being affected by your dilution and all other things. At that time you can raise the finance with the help of equity. Coming to the next one, that is flexibility. Now, if the firm uses whole of its debt potential capacity at its beginning only, it loses its flexibility. Thus, to maintain flexibility, some of the borrowing powers has to be reserved for the emergency purpose. Suppose आज पूरे साल के अंदर मैं 10 करोड़ रुपया लोन ले सकती हूँ. अगर मैं जनवरी में ही पूरा का पूरा 10 करोड़ रुपया ले लूँगी, एट दैट टाइम मैं पूरे साल भर उधार नहीं ले पाऊँगी. सो सम ऑफ द बोरिंग कैपेसिटी हैज़ टू बी रिजर्व फॉर द अनएक्सपेक्टेड सिचुएशंस. Coming to the next one, that is flotation cost. Flotation cost means initial cost of raising the finance. Okay, so initial cost of raising the finance must also be taken into the consideration, which is quite more in that of equity but very less in that of debt. Next one is your stock market condition. Now during the boom period, everyone wants to invest in that of the shares. At that time you must raise the finance with the help of equity, but whenever a depression stages are going in that of the capital market, at that time it's better to raise the finance with the help of debt. Coming to the next one, that is legal framework. No doubt the laws, rules, regulations, provisions, time to time the amendments which are being given by that of SEBI and Companies Act 2013 must also be taken into the consideration while designing our capital structure. Now nature of industry. Now if we are dealing in such kind of industry where we are having regular sales, at that time we can raise the finance with the help of debt. But whenever we are dealing in those kind of industries, say fashion industries, where there is a wide fluctuation in that of sales, at that time better to raise the finance with the help of equity. Next one is your tax rate. Now tax planning has a major impact on capital structure. Whatever interest we are paying on a debt is a tax deductible expense. So tax rate must also be taken into the consideration while raising the finance from debt. Next one, consultation with investment bankers and lenders. In the opinion of bankers and the merchant bankers, our bankers must also be taken into the consideration while designing the capital structure. Next one is your interest coverage ratio. Now this ratio is being calculated to find out how much capable we are in order to pay our interest obligations. Better this ratio is, great will be there that we can raise the finance with that of debt, because we are in a position to pay the interest in a very proper manner. DSCR, that is debt service coverage ratio. Now this ratio is calculated to find that whether the company is in a position to just cover up with that of your debt obligations. जितना भी उधार दिया उसको वापस से पे बैक करने में कितनी केपेबल है. जितना अच्छा ये रेशियो निकलेगा उतनी कंपनी की पोजीशन है that he is able to meet its debt obligations. Coming to the next one, that is your ROI, that is return on investment. Now return on investment we have already done. Till now the return of investment is greater than that of rate of interest on debt. We are going to invest with the help of debt. But as soon as our ROI falls with that of rate of interest on debt, at that time we have to raise the finance with the help of equity. Now next very important point is your cost of equity. Now whenever a company is raising the finance with the help of debt, at that time we know with the help of trading on equity, EPS improves, but at that time it creates a great burden on that of equity shareholders to repay the debt along with that of the interest. So your condition in capital market becomes deteriorated and your share market prices falls, and that is why you must also consider the cost of equity also while raising the finance with the help of debt. Coming to the risk, you have two kinds of risk with you, that is your business risk and your financial risk. Okay, so whenever you are meeting your operating cost, that is known as your business risk. Whenever you are meeting your financial commitment, that is known as your financial risk. Okay, हमने जितने भी अपने फाइनेंशियल प्रोमिसेस किए उनको फुलफिल कर पाते हैं या नहीं कर पाते हैं, दैट इज़ योर फाइनेंशियल रिस्क. हमने जितना भी ऑपरेटिंग कॉस्ट अपना रोज़मर्रा का जो बिज़नेस चलाना है उसके जितने भी खर्चे होते हैं उसको फुलफिल कर पाते या नहीं कर पाते, बिज़नेस रिस्क. अगर ये दोनों ही चीज़ें और ये दोनों ही रिस्क अगर आपके बिजनेस में कम है, देन यू कैन रेज द फाइनेंस विद द हेल्प ऑफ डेट, अदरवाइज नॉट. Coming to the next one, that is your capital structure of other companies. No doubt the capital structure of other countries having the same nature capital structure of other industries having the same nature must also be taken into the consideration while designing our own capital structure. कॉस्ट ऑफ डेट, मार्केट में अगर डेट सस्ता है तो डेट से पैसा उठाएंगे, मार्केट में अगर डेट महंगा है तो डेट से पैसा नहीं उठाएंगे. सो कॉस्ट ऑफ डेट मस्ट ऑल्सो बी टेकन इन टू द कंसिडरेशन वेल रेजिंग द फाइनेंस विद द हेल्प ऑफ डेट. ओके, सो हियर वी हैव कंप्लीटेड विथ ऑल द फैक्टर्स विच अफेक्ट्स द कैपिटल स्ट्रक्चर. Coming to the next one, that is factors affecting fixed capital requirement. Now fixed capital is required to purchase the fixed assets. So first one, your nature of business. Okay, when you are dealing only in that of selling and buying, at that time it is known as trading concern. But when you are just converting the raw material into the fixed assets, you require factory premises, you require plant and machinery. So whenever you are dealing in that of manufacturing concern, your fixed capital requirement will be high. But whenever you are dealing in that of a trading concern, your fixed capital requirement will be low. Coming to the scale of operation, no doubt when you're going to operate on a large scale, your fixed capital requirement will also be high. But whenever you are operating at a very small scale, at that time your fixed capital requirement will also be very low. Coming to the third one, that is type of manufacturing process. Okay, now when you are dealing in that of simple manufacturing process, that is say just manufacturing paper balls and paper plates, and whenever you are just dealing in that of complex manufacturing process like shipbuilding process, no doubt in case of shipbuilding process you are going to have a high fixed capital requirement, but in case of paper plates you are going to have a low fixed capital requirement. Choice of technique of production. Now as we know that there are two techniques of production, that is labor and capital. In labor, more use of labor and less use of machine is there. In capital, more use of machines and less use of labor. So in case of labor, we are going to have a low fixed capital requirement, but in case of capital intensive technique where we are using more of the machines, at that time there will be a high fixed capital requirement. Next one is a technological upgradation. Now whenever you are dealing in such kind of industries, say IT, say software companies, at that time you need to update your things every time. At that time you require a high fixed capital requirement. If you are having a growth opportunities in front of you, then there will be more fixed capital requirement. If you are not having any sort of growth opportunities with you in coming near future, at that time less fixed capital. Now diversification means पूरा business ही अपन change करें. Suppose if I am dealing in right now in that of sugar industries, now at all we are just diversifying our business into a cement industry. At that time our fixed capital requirement will be high because sugar की industries के अपन अंदर उसके अंदर cement industries या cement manufacture नहीं कर सकते हैं. So at that time our fixed capital requirement will be high. Coming to the eighth one, that is of financial alternatives. If you are having financial alternatives available in the market, say lease, rent, at that time your fixed capital requirement will be low. But in case if you are not having any such sort of financial alternatives available with you, then your fixed capital requirement will be high. Suppose if I am dealing in that of constructive industries and I require JCBs, अगर JCB lease और rent पे market में available है तो मुझे fixed capital requirement में इतना invest नहीं करना पड़ेगा. लेकिन अगर ऐसी कोई सुविधा जैसे lease और rent available नहीं है तो मुझे fixed capital या fixed assets में invest करना पड़ेगा. At that time my fixed capital requirement will be very high. Coming to the ninth one, that is your level of collaboration. Now if you are having a capability to merge with that of the another industries and work in very compatibility with that particular industry, your fixed capital requirement will be low. But you cannot collaborate with anyone, you are not having any sort of skill to collaborate and merge and do the things combinedly, at that time your fixed capital requirement will be high. Coming to the next one, that is your working capital requirement. Okay, so first one is of nature of business. Now whenever you are maintaining huge stocks and you are just maintaining sales on that of credit basis, at that time your working capital requirement will be high. जब आप अपना बहुत सारा स्टॉक मेंटेन करते हो और अपनी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सेल्स क्रेडिट बेसिस पे करते हो तो आपका आधे से ज़्यादा पैसा करंट असेट्स में ब्लॉक हो जाता है, तो आपकी वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट क्या होती है, बढ़ जाती है. लेकिन जब आप ज़्यादा स्टॉक मेंटेन नहीं करते हो और अपनी ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सेल्स कैश बेसिस पे करते हो, एट दैट टाइम योर वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट इज़ लो. Coming to the next one, that is your business cycle. Now in case of boom period, that is high working capital is required, but in case of recession or depression period, that is your low working capital is there. Okay, so business का जब अच्छा टाइम चल रहा होता है तो उस समय आपकी working capital requirement, your stock, your raw material, you also require high. So at that time there will be a high working capital requirement. Coming to the third one, that is your operating cycle. As you can see the operating cycle, first we have a cash, with that we purchase our raw material, then we produce, that is known as work in progress, then we have a finished goods with us. Now we are having sales also, so sales में भी क्या होगा, we'll going to have a debtors or we're going to have a cash sales. Okay, so this is known as your operating cycle. So जितनी लंबी ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल होगी उतना आपका पैसा ब्लॉक रहेगा, तो आपकी वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट क्या होगी, ज़्यादा होगी. पर जितनी शॉर्टर आपकी साइकिल होगी, फटाफट से आपका माल बनता है, फटाफट से बिक के फटाफट से सेल्स जनरेट हो जाती है, एट दैट टाइम योर वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट विल बी वेरी लो. Coming to the next one, that is your seasonal factor. If you are dealing in that of seasonal products, say ice creams, at that time your working capital requirement will be high in that of summers, while that of low in case of winters. ठीक है ना, because winter में उसका डिमांड कम होगा तो आपका वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट भी क्या होगा, कम. कमिंग टू दैट ऑफ फिफ्थ वन, दैट इज़ क्रेडिट अलाउड. सपोज आपने डेटर्स को ज़्यादा क्रेडिट अलाउ कर रखा है कि 1 महीने की जगह आप 6 महीने में पैसे दीजिएगा, तो उस केस में आपका पैसा डेटर्स में ब्लॉक हो गया. इन दैट केस मोर वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट विल बी देयर. बट इन केस व्हेन यू आर अलाउइंग लेस क्रेडिट, मैं अपने डेटर्स को 15 दिन देती हूँ सिर्फ अपना पेमेंट करने के लिए, एट दैट टाइम पैसे की जल्दी रिकवरी होती है, एट दैट टाइम लेस वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट विल बी देयर. क्रेडिट अवेल्ड. अब क्रेडिट अपन को देता कौन है, जो मेरे जिनसे मैं माल लेती हूँ या रॉ मटेरियल परचेज़ करती हूँ. तो अगर वो मुझे ज़्यादा क्रेडिट देते हैं कि मैं जब रॉ मटेरियल परचेज़ करती हूँ आप 6 महीने तक आराम से मत दो, तो पैसा मेरे पास रहता है, तो उस केस में मेरे पास लेस वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट रहेगा. लेकिन जब मैं जिनसे अपना गुड्स परचेज़ करती हूँ, मुझे बोलते हैं मुझे 1 महीने के अंदर अंदर ही पैसा चाहिए, तो उस समय मुझे पैसे की व्यवस्था करनी पड़ेगी. एट दैट टाइम देयर विल बी अ मोर वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट. कमिंग टू द नेक्स्ट वन, लेवल ऑफ कॉम्पिटिशन. नाउ if the level of competition for your product is very high in the market, in order to survive you have to make more of the credit sales, and at that time it will be requiring a more working capital. Another one, when you are not having any sort of major competition in the market, at that time you will be making most of the sales in cash basis. At that time there will be a less working capital requirement. Inflation. Now at the time of inflation, when the raw material, when the prices of the general price level rises for everything, say increase in the labor cost, increase in the raw material cost, at that time your working capital will going to increase. Next one is your cost of raw material. ठीक है ना, cost of raw material is a major cost in our total cost, so working capital will also be high if your raw material cost is high. Next one is a growth prospect. If you are having more growth prospect in that of coming future, your working capital requirement will be high. लेकिन आने वाले टाइम में अभी हमको कोई ग्रोथ अपॉर्चुनिटी नज़र नहीं आ रही है, तो उस केस में अपना लेस वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट रहेगा. नो डाउट लार्ज स्केल ऑपरेशन, हम एक बहुत बड़ा शोरूम चला रहे हैं तो वाकई वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट भी क्या होगी, ज़्यादा. हम एक छोटी सी शॉप चला रहे हैं तो वहाँ पे हमारा वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट भी क्या होगा, कम. व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट? रोज़मर्रा के खर्चे निकालने के लिए जितना भी पैसा हमको चाहिए, दैट इज़ नोन एज अ वर्किंग कैपिटल. ओके. Operating efficiency. If you are just operating in a very poor manner, you're going to have a high working capital. If you are just operating in very efficient manner, low working capital requirement. नई एक्टिवा है, एवरेज बहुत अच्छा देती है तो फ्यूल कम लगता है, तो जब आपकी हाई ऑपरेशनल एफिशिएंसी एक्टिवा की होती है तो आपका लो वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट होता है. पुरानी एक्टिवा है, बहुत फ्यूल खाती है, बहुत धुआं निकालती है, एट दैट टाइम एफिशिएंसी उस एक्टिवा की लो है, तो पुअर एफिशिएंसी होगी तो वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट क्या होगा, हाई होगा. सो हियर वी हैव कंप्लीटेड विद द लास्ट पोर्शन ऑफ दिस चैप्टर, दैट इज योर फाइनेंशियल management chapter. Hope you understood all the points. If not understand, feel free to just contact me or text me. Thank you.